Well, here it is, probably the most requested video of a long time, is the URC table prediction. Now, this is just going to be the table. I'm not going to try and touch the playoffs because fat chance of getting that right. Anyway, yeah, so I've managed to do all 16 team previews. If you want to see that, there will be posts up there. Go and watch them. It's kind of me talking through each team and kind of giving a rough idea. Now, I know I kind of gave a rough area where I think they're going to come. A couple of them have changed a little bit, no major changes, but yeah. So I'm going to go bottom up because that's what everyone else seems to do, and so yeah. So let's get into it. Short and sharp, yeah. So in 16th, we have gone. Might be surprising, might not. We have gone with Zebra. Yeah. I just couldn't justify putting them higher. They've won one game in the 2 years that the URC has been here. Like, really not, you know, good. Hopefully they can win a couple more games. I would love to see that. Again, as I said in the video, as long as it's not against Edinburgh. But yeah. So 16th is Zebra. In 15th, I've gone with the Dragons. Now that's the same bottom two as last year. And yeah, just looking at the signings and stuff, nothing major, no major incomings, quite a few outgoings, quite a few big names for them leaving, I can't see it being a good year for them, unfortunately. You might see this as a what's it called? Theme. I forgot what the word was there. Theme for the Welsh teams, that they're all not going to be so good, as I said in the team previews, I don't think. So yeah, that's the Dragons in 15th. I can't see them improving that much. In 14th, similarly, we've got the Ospreys. Now again with them, they've lost so many players and so many big named players with that okay, they might still be able to pull off a couple of big wins against a couple of teams, they might be able to beat a couple of higher end teams, but I can't see them being that great. We all know how good they can be, if you just need to look at the Europe results last year, but they don't have the consistency really. Now in 13th I've gone with Scarlets. Again, similar to Ospreys, they've lost a massive amount of players, which isn't going to help anyone. Now, yes, they have brought players in, but they're going to take time for that much of a change. It's going to take time. Might even take a season or two to adapt to that much of a change. I can't see them really doing a crazy amount, which is unfortunate because usually Scarlets are a topper end team. You'd expect them to see them in the top 8, if not the top 6. But they're not. They're struggling. Same with Welsh, and similarly to cap off the Welsh, we've gone with 12th in Cardiff. Again, Cardiff just lost so many players over the summer. It's gonna take time for them to adapt, unfortunately. I know that's a recurring theme for the Welsh teams, but it is true. Yeah, you can't lose 20 odd players as some of them did and expect to just go seamlessly into the next. Now they might. I might be wrong, but I highly doubt it, unfortunately. In 11th though, we've got Benetton, and Benetton are a solid side. Like, they are. 11th. Benetton or possible get to the top 8, but I think that there are there's going to be a lot of competition this year. I think from Benetton and above, all those teams have an argument to be in the top 8, and I think they should be in there, but unfortunately some teams have to miss out, and Benetton just, yeah. They've done some decent things over the summer. They've had some decent signings. I just feel like everyone else above them's just had a slightly better summer and just building slightly better. Now Benetton, they may well, again, same as some of the Welsh teams, they may well pull off some big results. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if you see a Benetton beating one of the Irish, South African or Scottish teams. It really wouldn't surprise me. They might beat more than one. But yeah. Now in 10th, I've gone with the Lions, so the first South African team. Again, Lions have a solid side, don't get me wrong, but putting them 10th doesn't mean by any shape I think they're bad. I just think that there's better. And I just feel like, again, with Lions, you know, there has been teams with better summers. You know, there's teams that have built better. And yeah, they're still a solid team though. Again, they probably will pull off some big results. They quite frequently can beat their South African country mates, whatever that's called, win the derbies, which, you know, is a good thing. You know, the South African teams are really good. So yeah. In 9th, I've gone with Edinburgh. So just to miss out, I know I said in their team preview that they would make it, but on closer thing, I think, you know, someone had to just miss out, and I think it will be Edinburgh. I think they have strengthened over the summer, especially with the introduction of a proper Test 10 and Ben Healy. He will help them out massively, but I feel like they still have a bit of work to do, because their attack was fine last season. It was the defence that let them down. So, who knows, they might get top 8, but I'm just predicting them to just miss out. 8th though, just making top 8, just making playoffs, just making Champions Cup, I have gone with the Sharks. Again, a very good team, strengthened a fair amount over the summer. Yeah, solid team. I just think that, again, the 7 teams above them probably are just slightly better at the minute. 7th, I've gone with Connacht. Again, they're a solid side, packed to the brim with good players. They've brought in some stellar players. Of course, with especially the higher end teams, the Irish, the 2 Scottish, Benetton will be included, all the teams I suppose actually. We're yet to know what the World Cup will do to them if, with the team sheets starting to come out for the first week. You can see that there's some internationals back. Now I'm going to take Edinburgh in here because I know Edinburgh best, but there's some of the internationals who may have only played 1 or 2 games in the World Cup back, but some of the other ones, now that's also good to do with Scotland in the pool, and then South Africa's still in the World Cup. Ireland went out in the quarters a week later, so it might take a bit longer for the players to come back. So, you know, some of the lower end, like Connacht and Sharks stuff, might have a rough start to the season depending on the draw. But that's Connacht 7th. 6th, we've gone Glasgow. Glasgow were really good last season. They came 4th. Had a bit of an unfortunate in the playoffs, but again, don't take the playoffs as anything. They lost to Munster, who went on to win it, so really don't take the playoffs as anything. Again, they've done some alright spending in the summer. I am not totally convinced about all their signings. I don't think they've had that many big names coming in, but they have still got a few decent players coming in, and yeah, I just feel like the 5 teams above them have just improved on, they were probably already better and have just improved. In 5th, I've gone with a team who I'm thinking is a wee bit of a dark horse for this, if you can call them that. If they are classed as not favourites already, I think they're a bit of a dark horse, and that is the Bulls. The Bulls, yeah, they were solid last season. They came 6th or 7th, I think, but that some of the summer signings they've made are just brilliant players. Yeah, I think the Bulls are going to do good things this season, and I think 5th would be fair. I think the 4 teams above them are better, but I think the Bulls will do good this season. And 4th, I've gone with last year's winners, Munster. Munster, again, solid side. I think they can be inconsistent a few times. You know, you can see a Munster who one wins the URC, but you know, they beat Stormers, they beat Leinster, they beat Glasgow in the playoffs, but the league last season wasn't quite the best. They came like 5th or 6th, which, after speaking to a few Munster fans after that, they weren't too happy about it. So I think league consistency, they just need to get that. I think they will be better at it this year because they've got a title to defend, and they have again made some solid summer signings. So yeah, Munster fourth. And third, I have gone with Ulster. I think they came third last season, or no, was it second or third last season? Second, I think, actually. So a bit of a downgrade for Ulster. Nothing on their part, to be honest with you. They've really good team. They've brought in some stunning players, the likes of Stephen Kurtzhoff. Although I am half convinced he only did that so he could save a lot of money on Factor 50 when he moves to Ireland instead of South Africa, because the amount he must burn through in a week must be incredible. So I think he's gone to Ireland just because the weather is slightly nicer for him, and he won't get sunburnt as easily. But still some solid players. A very good team, Ulster. Always been near or nearabouts in the league. Yeah. Second, I've gone with the Stormers. They are incredible. Stormers. They really are an incredible team. The attack is brilliant to watch. I think they're one of my favourite teams to watch. I won't pretend to watch every URC game, but I usually get to watch 2 or 3 a week, and as well as my Scottish teams, the Stormers games are the ones I always look for because I love watching them play. I really do. Yeah, they're just that their attack is just that good. Now they have got a lot of bulks in their team, so they might take a hit at the start of the season when the bulks are coming back. Now obviously we don't know if how far the bulks are going to make it. I'm taking it off the bulks are probably going to make the final. So that'll be another couple of weeks that the players are out. So you're looking at it might be mid-November when they're back, to be honest with you. Yeah, so we'll see. And then first, league-wise, Leinster are probably the best team in the world when it comes to winning leagues. Knockout games are a different matter. I won't get into that. But when it comes to leagues, Leinster are just incredible. You look at last season and they were unbeaten until they'd already won the league and stopped trying, basically, which is when the Bulls came and absolutely thumped them. But they played I think half the team was new caps or something. They gave up because they'd already won the league. So I can't see that slowing down. I know they're losing quite a few players, solid players. I know that. Yeah, but I can't see Leinster really. Their academy will just pump out. They're losing Johnny Sexton, and their academy will probably pump out someone else, maybe even better. Yeah. So that's the league table. So just a quick run through: 16 Zebra, 15 Dragons, 14 Ospreys, 13 Scarlets, 12 Cardiff, 11 Benetton, 10 Lions, 9 Edinburgh, 8 Sharks, 7 Connacht, 6 Glasgow, 5 Bulls, 4 Munster, 3 Leinster, 2 Stormers, 3 Ulster, 2 Stormers, 1 Leinster, and a par 2 Jenna pair 2. Sorry. So yeah, that's the league table. Hopefully you agree. Let me know your thoughts. If you think your team's ranked too high, too low. If you think another team is ranked too high or too low, let me know. I've just noted I didn't mean to put all the Welsh teams together, but I just can't see them doing that much. But yeah, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure to smash the subscribe. Harder than Owen Farrell's shoulder smashes opponents' faces. And until next time, I shall see you legends later.